What is up, guys, gals, and do you awesome means and gamers of different shapes and sizes. It is me, Josh or Proxy, bringing you some more Friday the 13th today on the PlayStation 4 Pro, and it's going to be pretty freaky. Oh my god, that face. I will never get over it. He needs a hug or a timeout. I'm not too sure which one to pick, but we are bringing you some more Jason gameplay today, which is going to be really good, really fun, obviously, because you get to really play as Jason. But I, funnily enough, ended up having an immense amount of luck when it came to actually acquiring him within the quick play game mode. And this is the thing, you have to remember that you have 8 players, and that means there's a 1 in 8 chance that you get to play as Jason. You might actually play as Jason multiple times like I did. I think I ended up playing as him like 6 times in a row, which was crazy. So the thing that I ended up doing was making sure I could play as many different Jasons as possible before I ran out of that lucky little 4-leaf clover. And so what we're doing right now is playing as Part 2 Jason. Obviously there was no Part 1 Jason. It would be kind of cool if there was the character, the mother. We know that her severed head shows up in the ending of each match, and we know that she talks to him, but it'd be kind of interesting if you could play as the mom. I don't know how you make that work, because she's obviously not a bullet sponge. She kind of is just like a standard human, while Jason is a zombie serial killer machine thing. But the different thing about all the different Jasons, and this is the thing, you can pick whatever Jason you want depending on the level that you are. This is actually the level 13 Jason, so it's kind of unusual. Even though this is Part 2 Jason, you don't unlock this Jason until later on. There isn't any kind of like real benefit to playing as this Jason. It's just kind of like a mixture of different things. Like you get 3 unique executions per Jason, you also get like a different weapon, because obviously as Jason you can't switch them. The biggest comparison, I guess you could say, is compare it to a game like Evolve. Now obviously with Evolve you have 4 hunters, and then you have a monster. The monster has fixed abilities that all the other monsters can't use. See Jason as that monster from Evolve kind of thing. So they all have their own unique thing. This Jason has a pickaxe, and that means that there are 3 different executions to use with this Jason when it comes to the pickaxe. But everything else is just those standard executions. And this is the thing, in this match I tried to get as many environmental ones as possible, because they're really cool. But the thing is, I've actually spent a lot of CP buying all of these different types of standard executions as well. Like this one is just violent. You like rip her head off. I think you're supposed to rip off the arm as well, I'm not too sure. But there is a crazy one later on, and it's this thing where even though you have those standard executions, the ones later on when you actually use the environmental stuff is so badass. Like I did one where you actually like shove a counselor into a fireplace, and it is, I'm gonna put that in the top right of the screen because it was so good. But there are some really badass ones. I was so surprised, because some of them are really lame, but then some of them are really good. And it's actually funny because some of the most expensive ones are lame, but then the cheaper ones are good. Like the one where you kind of like snap the... Some of them are just really good. Some are just awesome. I'm not going to like complain about it, because playing as Jason is fun, and it's one of those things where you just want to kind of revel in it. You don't want to kind of like waste or squander the opportunity. That was a lucky throw. I could not see around that corner, but we were thankfully able to get Chad there in the back. That's what you get for looking at me funny, buddy, at the start of every single match. He's actually going to try and take me down here with the flare gun. Remember that the flare gun does not actually do any form of damage. It just stuns you and stops you from using your abilities for a little moment. But then we go back to doing some murdering. So Chad, I'm sorry about this, but I think we're going to have to get a little bit of revenge on you. So this is actually the original house that girl was in, and I don't know why he's gone back in here. Because obviously I've already tried to break this place. I'm going to actually go for the window here, possibly if I can break the window. Something seems it won't let me, so I'm going to put a trap down here. Now this is a tactic as Jason to always remember, and I bring it with every single video as Jason, is to put traps in very key points. So like here I'm just kind of like, go on, just do it. Just go through the thing. And he ends up getting stuck in the bear trap. And that means I get a free grab. Now, what can I do with him? I'm trying to figure out what I could actually hurt him with. He does actually have a penknife on him, though. So this will, again, stun me and stop me from using my abilities. But he is now really injured. The only way he's going to be able to properly escape, as we saw when I was playing as Pudge last video, is if he's able to slowly make his way to some form of exit, or... find a first aid spray, but there was nothing like that in here. But look, we have a clothes hanger kind of thing. Sadly, the game glitched, so we cannot use the clothes hanger, coat hanger thing, and that is kind of a shame. I'm really trying out, like, oh my god, I want to stick him on this thing, but no, it will not let me. So I'm now thinking, well, what else can I do? I could put him through the window, I could just use a standard kill. He's going to escape me again. It's so annoying that the game did that, because I really wanted to show you that one again. I wanted to try and put as many variety kills in this as possible. There are 7 different chances to have an execution execution in this match, and that means there are 7 opportunities of different executions as well. And the fact that the game screwed me over in all of its unpolished glory is just frustrating, because now I've got to try and get that one again in the future match, and I don't know if I'll ever get that one again. But then again, I remember actually trying to get a tree execution once, and it wouldn't let me have that one. It won't even activate. And I've even had things where trying to go into lockers where people are in the lockers, and it won't even let me go in the locker. It won't even let me finish them when they're in the locker. It's just so freaking annoying. But we have now finally got Chad. Let's just do something. He needs to get rid of. You know what? This is a brand new one. This is actually the unique one too, Jason Part 2. Twisting the neck with the pickaxe. That is just nice. And you know what? It was an opportunity to use it. You know, Chad can give us it. Did I kill that guy? I don't remember killing that player. I think someone actually ended up rage quitting, which is a bit of a shame. We actually have Tommy here. Remember, Tommy only comes into the match if you kill a player, but they have activated the Tommy radio. He has the shotgun to actually kill you. Well, not, yeah, I guess if you can, like, remove the mask and stuff like that, he actually does an immense amount of damage, but we're going to try and pwn him here. He actually was using the bushes to his advantage. I tried to do the little zoom ability to get around him, so he didn't use the shotgun on me, but he got away. He got away, that cheeky little bugger. So, now, when it comes to Jason, specifically as the Part 2 Jason, as I said, there is no real major benefit, or kind of like pro or con, to using any of them. They're all pretty much the same, apart from the fact that some can run, some can't, some can move in the water faster, some can have a longer grip when it comes to holding people. It's not the biggest thing, because remember that even the Jasons that cannot walk can still speed walk, and you even still have all those abilities on the bottom right as well to share as well. There are major kind of like, I don't know, differences in the executions, but that's pretty much it. This person here not realizing that Jason's right there, and so I'm gonna, that looks like brown instead of blood. I'm not too sure why. So we're gonna see what we can actually do it for. Oh, what about a door? So we're gonna kill someone with a door. Again, there are different environmental kills, and it seems like the environmental ones are the most violent. So you've even got like the things where you can kill someone in the cover. Where did she just come from? She like went off to heaven, and then like, I don't know, Peter was like, no. Just threw her back. Oh my goodness, that's funny. But who else can we kill? What is there else to do when it comes to the kills? The only thing I would kind of like to see if there was maybe extra objectives for Jason. The only thing you can really do is kill people. We already know that in Dead by Daylight you can actually do things like stick people on those pyres, and that's kind of the objective, is to kind of like summon the almighty aliens from the sky. And so I would kind of like to see that. I would like to see like just a little extra kind of thing, because in the end, as I said in the last video, it seems like playing as the counselors is actually a little bit more fun. You have to kind of like treat Jason as a bit of a break from playing as the counselors. Just means that you can revel in stuff. Like, you get a lot of experience for killing like a singular counselor, or by just doing little things like putting the bear traps down, or ruining stuff by breaking doors, windows, and stuff like that. So it's a thing of like, just see it as like that little bit of, you know, what would you say? It's just like it's like a little holiday away from the standard game fare. Because again, you generally won't have the luck of playing as this dude that much. This guy's actually trying to start on me for a moment, so I was like, I'm gonna put this bear trap down. I'm gonna come at me, bro. I'm actually gonna kind of, you know, I will do this if you want, but you're gonna have to come between me and the bear trap. And so, either way, we're actually going to fight this dude. He's going to try and run away as fast as possible. He may actually engage us in combat, though. Remember, when it comes to the jock, he has 10 out of... Oh, Tommy's sneaking up there behind the tree and putting a face full of lead in my face. And so remember, the first thing when it comes to the jock is he has 10 out of 10 damage when it comes to using any kind of melee weapon, which means he can pretty much knock you down securely every single time he hits you. Love the face. Also, again, trying to find some kind of environmental opportunity, but it's really difficult to find them half the time, and you never know if they're actually going to work. He thinks he can escape me. I hit him pretty much enough for him to be bleeding out, and it still seems like he's fine, which is kind of odd. So we have to slowly go after him. He's going to try and escape me, but we're not going to let this happen. Remember, when it comes to me playing as Jason, I make sure that I can kill every single person in the match. I do not let anyone escape. And so, unless they rage quit. I think at least one person rage quit in this game, right? We had that kind of, the guy in the checkered shirt. Like, I don't remember killing him, so I think he must have rage quit. I'm sure I get like 6 out of 7 or something. So as you saw there, the jock was about to get the axe throw him, but because I damaged him enough, it actually means that his attack speed is actually slowed as well. Throwing him through a window, somehow that kills him. I think it's supposed to break the window as well, but again, the polish in the game is terrible. Hopefully they do fix it in the future, I'm not too sure, but that was probably one of the most boring kills that there is when it comes to using Jason in this match. But sadly, that's going to be the last of that. That actually means there's going to be some more improvements. And again, the last kill I get in this is so freaking good. I cannot believe I've never experienced it until now. I played this game non-stop over the weekend and on its first day as well, on Friday when it came out. And I was so surprised that I did not experience the kill that you're going to see at the end of this match. It is so badass, so cool. And we're going to actually mess with this guy. So one thing we're going to do here is break the electric box, which is actually going to ruin the lighting to a few houses in the surrounding area. Now, when I do that, it actually means that the characters inside those houses that are in the dark, who are also alone, will start to gain fear. This is actually one of the kind of gameplay aspects that work against the counselors, is that if they're in the dark, if Jason is chasing them, or if they're hurt, or if they're alone as well, then it means that they will start to gain fear, and it means that you end up running a little bit slower. You also have a higher chance of tripping, and it also means that you can't see your inventory. I think it also means that you can't use your inventory as well. So say you actually have like tons of pocket knives, or say you have loads of like first aid kits. If you don't have enough kind of, what would you class it as, like bravery, if you actually have so much fear built up, then it means that you won't actually be able to, you know, use all your first aid kits, and you'll be pretty much screwed, which is kind of a shame. So you have to make sure that you're working in a team, that you're staying with people, or that you know the mission that you're doing. So as you know, last video when I was playing as Pudge, I made, oh, he's not actually called Pudge, but I like to call him Pudge, so remember that. I have nothing against chubby people. He just looks pudgy. But anyway, so it's one of those things where if you do know that your goal is to, say, like, fix the car, or to fix the phone, or to bring Tommy in, and you actually want to try and kill Jason, because maybe you can actually kill Jason, but it's so difficult to do. I actually ended up trying to do it with a group, and there are so many loopholes, and because of the bugs, like, there was one time we didn't even get Tommy coming in the match. Like, we actually did the Tommy thing, we allowed one of us to get killed so we could control Tommy, and Tommy didn't even come in, which was just really freaking annoying. Now, this player here could actually go into the water. You may think, oh, well, the water's going to be safe. But actually, Jason gets a faster movement speed while in the water, and also a free kill as well. But it seems that he's actually a little bit smarter. Now, we've actually come across Jason's shack. So Jason's shack is actually a little bit closer than usual compared to the other kind of like areas that Jason's shack can spawn. A lot of the times it actually spawns outside of the camping zone. So here we're actually going to do the chest kill, I believe. Going to go straight through that jumper, and the I don't know how that works physics-based. It's like the Superman cape, but it's solid. It's like a layer of cake, and somehow you punched right through it. I'm not too sure. But now there should be one person left. So, with this last person, how are we going to execute them? Comment section below. If you were Jason, how would you kill the last person in the match? How would you do it? If you had any way of doing it, would you do it by spoon? Maybe you had a rusty spoon. You just stick a spoon in their face. Or maybe you would give them the best gift ever, and they would die from sheer happiness. I'm not too sure. But this kill is going to be awesome. We're going to try and find this person first, and then we're going to see what we can do. But I'd still love to know your opinions in the comment section below, what you think to Friday the 13th for the game. I've been having casual fun with it. I really like playing as the counselors more. There's more to do, there is more suspense, and as you saw when you're playing as like the character last time, oh wait, there are 2 more people. Oh wow, fun to be had. But it's one of these things where Tommy actually walks into me here. I'm just gonna like sort of like, really? I mean, if you want, but I'm gonna have to kill you now. So we're actually just gonna punch his head off, I think. There we go. Bowling ball for you. Oh, free giveaways. This is I like to give away sometimes, so there you go. You get a rolling blondie for a head. Use it wisely. Don't do anything naughty with it though. So final person. Here we go. Last person to kill. I believe this is maybe. Alright. I think that maybe actually. Oh, maybe there's even more. I can't remember. But this is the thing. I lost count of how many kills there are. There are so many fun kills. Now we're actually going after the rocker chick, or the goth chick, as some people like to call her. She is probably my favorite character in the game. We always have Pudge from the last video, who is really fun as a challenge because he's probably the worst character in the game. But the rocker chick has the ability of having really good bravery, also really good repair, and amazing stealth, which means that she's really hard to find. So as you've seen while I've been hunting down all these other people, you'll generally find that if you have a really good player, they will be playing as the rocker chick, and she will always be one of the last few people to find, or not find at all. Like, I myself have been able to kill everybody, like, when I've played as Jason, but a lot of times it is the rocker chick that gets away first. Trying to find something to kill her with. What could there be? I mean, there's not really anything. I mean, where are you going, girl? Girl, don't you run away from me. Where are you going? I'm playing as Jason right now. That means I get a kill. This might actually be the last kill in the match. And it's going to be so freaking awesome because I remember this and I was like, I got blown away. I was like, this is shocking. And so the fact that I did not know about this, again, there are so many different ones. You can actually kill someone in the porta potty. I want to try and do that as well. I want to get a porta potty kill. So here we go. The final kill. And it is going to be with, drumroll please. It's going to be with a tree. Don't worry, we'll actually show it here. Oh, this is so good, so amazing. So freaking violent, and also it looks like she's into it. But ripping arms off with a tree, boom shakalaka. Let me know what you thought of that. Comment section below. Would love to know. It has been me, Josh, again, or Proxy, though, bringing you some Friday the 13th. 7 out of 8, 1 rage quit. Doesn't matter, really. Again, it's been so fun to bring you this gameplay of Jason. We'll hopefully bring you some more in the future. Hopefully, of all the Jasons. That'd be kind of fun to see what all the different executions are like and stuff like that. But either way, hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time. Ciao for now.